Have you ever found yourself missing someone and it just aches? It feels like a piece of you is literally gone. It's such a universal feeling. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? Today we're going to talk about why letting go feels so incredibly hard and maybe uncover a totally different way to think about that pull to the past. Let's just start with an idea that might change everything for you.
Just sit with that for a second. This simple idea is kind of the key to the whole thing. It suggests that this deep, gut-wrenching feeling, it might not actually be about the person you lost. It might be about the person you were when they were around.
So what is this lingering feeling, really? It's so easy to just pin it on one person or one specific memory, right? But the truth is, it's usually so much deeper than that. It's all tangled up in our own identity and in the whole emotional world of a chapter of our life that's now closed.
I mean, think back to that time. Chances are you're longing for how you felt back then. You miss that version of yourself that maybe felt a little lighter, more hopeful about what was coming next, or maybe just less tired than you feel right now. And it can really seem like that version of you just vanished when they did.
And that feeling of loss, it's so much bigger than just missing one person. When a really important chapter in our life comes to an end, we feel that absence everywhere. It's in all the little corners of our day.
And this is exactly why it hurts so much. We didn't just lose a person. We lost the comfort of our daily routines, those little shared habits, and all the expectations we had. And maybe the biggest thing, we lost the future that we were quietly building in our heads. We're not just grieving a person, we're grieving an entire part of our life's foundation.
Okay, so why does our brain do this? Why does it seem to get stuck on repeat, just replaying the past? Why does it hold on so tight? Well, the answer is pretty fascinating, and it has everything to do with how our mind is wired to keep us safe.
This really changes how we look at nostalgia, doesn't it? Our brain doesn't reach for the past because it was perfect. Not at all. It reaches for it because it was known. There's this strange kind of safety in what's familiar, even if that familiar thing wasn't all that good for us. The future, the unknown, well, that can feel really threatening. So our mind just defaults back to what it already knows we survived. So this is where we have to get really honest and ask ourselves, what is it really? Is the feeling focused on that specific person, their laugh, the memories, or is it actually about your own lost identity? The way you used to feel about yourself and that future you thought you had. Figuring that out, well, that's everything. And this, right here, is why that advice to just move on feels so impossible and kind of insulting sometimes. It's not as simple as just forgetting someone. It's this deep, really uncomfortable process of letting go of a part of who you were, and that can feel like a genuine threat to your sense of self.
But you know what? Understanding this is the first real step forward. Once we know what we're actually grieving, we can start asking ourselves better questions. Questions that actually lead to healing instead of just going around in circles.
This question. We can get stuck in this loop for weeks, months, sometimes even years. It comes from a place of pure frustration, but it doesn't actually get us anywhere. It just keeps our focus on them and on how we feel like we're failing to get over it.
Now this is the shift. This question turns everything inward. It completely transforms the experience from just passively suffering into an active exploration of your own needs, your own history. It gives you your power back. So what was it about that version of you that you really valued?
Answering that new question gives you so much incredible information about what you feel you've lost. And the goal here is not to just erase that past self, but to figure out how to integrate its best parts into the amazing person you're becoming today.
So here's a really clear, simple path. First, you just have to acknowledge it. Be honest. Maybe you miss how spontaneous you were, or your sense of adventure, or how easily you used to trust. Then, you find little ways to bring those qualities into your life now. And, just as important, you make a conscious choice to leave behind the parts of that time that actually caused you pain.
So the next time that wave of nostalgia or that ache hits you, I really want you to remember this. It does not mean you're stuck or failing or moving backward. It is a completely normal, human part of processing change and adjusting to a new version of your life and a new version of you. And I'll just leave you with this final thought. That discomfort you're feeling right now, that sense of loss, it's so often the necessary step right before true growth. It's like you're shedding an old skin to make space for a new one. And yeah, it's painful, but on the other side of that grief,
there's a whole new kind of freedom waiting for you.